Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing today? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing something that is attached to Jason over at The Angry Prepper. He had done a video on birds and what's going on with them, okay? And I had done a video a couple of weeks ago about birds and koi fish and raccoons and what's going on with the wildlife down here in Florida, okay? Now, there's something going on in southern Pennsylvania, okay, that is going on with songbirds, okay? Now, there's a mysterious disease that's killing songbirds. And this is just very strange. What is really going on with our wildlife? Okay. Now, this is happening, like I said, in southeastern Pennsylvania. And bird lovers are being advised to take down their feeders and close their bird baths to stop the spread of a mysterious disease that is killing songbirds. Something's going on. Is it a pesticide that is being sprayed in the air, or when you have your lawns treated? I mean, what's going on here? You know, there's just something that's not right. Okay. Now, the Pennsylvania Game Commission, God bless you, Penelope, announced that scientists from its Wildlife Futures program at the University of Pennsylvania School of Veterinarian Medicine's Pennsylvania Animal Diagnostic Laboratory System are investigating more than 70 reports of songbirds that are sick or dying due to an emerging health condition with an unknown cause. So, if you're up in Pensy, okay, well, that's what we call it, Pensy. But if you're up in Pennsylvania, are they spraying anything for like mosquitoes? Or what, are you having your lawns treated? Okay, what's going on that do you think could be causing this? So if you have to take down your feeders, okay, and you can't have bird baths up anymore, what's going on here? Okay, there's a link to something where it's getting into the water that's in the bird baths. Okay, it's getting on into the seed that you're putting in your bird feeders. Okay, there's something going on here. Now, Penn Vet said on its website that the report chronicle both young and adult birds exhibiting signs of this condition. The most common clinical symptoms include discharge or crusting around the eyes, eye lesions, or neurological signs such as falling over or head tremors. Now, affected birds are being tested for several toxins and parasites, bacterial diseases, and viral infections. They've been testing, and right now, there is nothing conclusive about what is causing this. And Peggy Hentz, she is the director of Red Creek Wildlife Center in Wayne Township, and that's at the Schuylkill County. And she said this on Friday, that the rehabilitation center received one blue jay from York County exhibiting the symptoms in early June. The bird died and was discharged before the Game Commission alerted the center to be on the lookout for affected birds, and the Game Commission is taking this very seriously. A couple of weeks ago, they asked us to save any possible specimens for testing. Wow. No cases have been seen in Berks County. That's Berks. Now, where is this occurring? It's in Pennsylvania. The reports have been received from 27 different counties, including 15 from Pennsylvania, Bucks County, Montgomery County, Chester counties, and 19 from Cumberland, Dauphin, Franklin, Lancaster, Lebanon, Perry, Schuylkill, and York counties. Now, Penn Vet and the Game Commission said numerous reports have come in from mid-Atlantic region extending to the southeast and eastern upper Midwest. Affected birds were first reported in and around Washington, D.C. in the early spring, and that is what the Angry Prepper Jason was reporting on. Okay, so now this is going into Pennsylvania. All right, now cases have also been reported in Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Indiana, Ohio, and Florida. And yeah, I had reported on that. Okay, but I also reported on koi fish and raccoons. So, because with the koi fish, see, people like down in like Miami, Biscayne Bay, okay, they have like these little like homemade ponds, if you will, okay. So they have like these little like, you know, like homemade ponds, I guess you could say, like, and like they have like, okay, you know, the koi fish, right? Like did you ever go into like a Chinese restaurant and they have like these really big fish, but they look like goldfish, but they're like really huge and they're gold and they're white and they're really pretty. Okay, well, what was going on was people who had like these little homemade ponds in their front yards or their backyards or whatever, they were finding their koi fish literally belly up. And they couldn't figure out what was going on. And it was happening all over Miami and Biscayne Bay. They still, I don't think, found out what was going on. But not just that, the raccoons. The raccoons were literally seizing like they were epileptic. So we couldn't figure out what was going on. Were they eating the koi fish and then they were dying and having, you know? So we said, well, okay, well, were they spraying for mosquitoes? And then the story about the GMO lab-created mosquito story came out. So were they spraying for these mosquitoes, and the mosquito repellent was getting into the water and killing the koi fish, and then the raccoons, were they eating the koi fish, and then they were seizing and dying? And so, I mean, the whole story was just insane of what was really going on. And then when I touched on the birds, and then Jason touched on what was going on with the birds, and now this, something seriously going on here, right? So cases, so what's, okay, so the cases, they're really, they are moving from state to state to state to state to state. So something is seriously going on. It's got to be more than just, you know, spraying for mosquitoes or pesticides or something like that. It's got to be more than just that. It's got to be more than what we originally thought it was, okay? So the species have been reported. It's blue jays, European starlings, a common grackle. Grackle is Grackle. Okay, American robin, northern cardinal, house finch, house sparrow, eastern bluebird, red-bellied woodpecker, Carolina chickadee, and Carolina wren. Okay, and they are birds you would typically find at your feeders, but some are not. Noting there have been no cases of raptors. Some are resident birds, some are short distance migrants, and it's covering a wide range. Okay. Now, what about feeders and bird baths? Okay, now they're saying, you know, just take them down. Okay, so experts say that closing feeders where birds congregate might prevent the disease from spreading, and Penn Vet and the Game Commission said to cease feeding birds until the wildlife mortality event is concluded. Okay, well, are you going to announce that or no? Because I don't think that's just something that they're going to come over the loudspeaker and say, it is now okay to start feeding the birds again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of strange that, that they, you know, it's weird. So now they're saying that, you know, people often do not see the consequences of the unnatural gathering of animals to eat at a common site. Well, I mean, what's next? What are they going to say next? Okay, well, don't feed the squirrels. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's weird because like I buy things like when I go to Rural King, I'll buy bird seed and, you know, stuff to feed the squirrels with and stuff like that, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. So at the center, we've always counseled against feeding wildlife. Okay, that's what these experts are saying. Don't feed the wildlife. Okay, well, there's actually a hobby called bird watching, and that's, you know, people do this, you know, I mean, so now you're going to tell people don't, I don't know, it's just strange. It really is. And Barber, she's one of these experts, said hummingbird feeders should be taken down too. You know how you buy, you know, the hummingbird feeders and you put sugar water in them, right? Even though no cases have been reported in that species. Again, it's a concentration of birds. And she also said that's why bird baths should be emptied too. Okay, so when it's 120 degrees out, I mean, I have a bird bath and I always keep that full. So you don't want me to fill that anymore, but sometimes I can't I can't prevent that from being filled because why? Rain. What do you want me to do? Knock it over? I can't. It's staked into the ground and I have rocks around it. So I can't just tip it over and say, okay, I'm going to empty that now. You know what I mean? So now clean the feeders and bird baths with 10% bleach solution. I'm not going to put bleach in the, oh Lord. So what are other precautions that they want us to take now? Avoid handling dead or injured birds. Wear disposable gloves if necessary while handling birds. Keep pets away from sick or dead birds. To dispose of dead birds, place them in a sealable plastic bag and discard with household trash. This will prevent disease transmission to other birds and wildlife. And the public is encouraged to report birds that have died or that have been seen with swollen and crusty eyes, as well as neurological signs such as stumbling and head tremors. Wow. All right. Well, there it is. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. It really is. You know, if anyone has any idea on why this is happening to our wildlife, please let me know. Because I can't seem to find a reasoning otherwise besides pesticides. That's it. That's all I can think of is pesticides. Seriously. But anyway, all right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. Keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Bye.